Hey everybody, it's Drags alongside Chris Grenham of Celtics blog. What to make of Marcus Smart? What do the Celtics do? They obviously tendered him the $6.1 million qualifying offer. Now it's up to the Celtics to play the waiting game. What happens with Marcus Smart?
Well, it's interesting. I think, he's kind of waiting to feel out the market. He's in no rush. It doesn't seem like the Celtics are in any rush, which is good. There's a mutual interest there. But, at the end of the season, he had said that he thought he was valued in the low to mid-teens. And obviously a $6 million deal is probably not what he's looking for. But it all depends on if the market is there. And obviously, the market is shrinking. It was a very active first 24 hours or first, 12 hours, honestly, especially around, some guards that are getting paid an interesting amount if you're in Marcus Smart's camp. So I think they're still feeling out the market as of now.
Are you taking a look around the NBA and considered which of the qualifying, or I should say contending teams projected for 18-19 season would be interested in a guy like Marcus Smart?
Right, and it was interesting because the Indiana Pacers are most likely out now that they went and got Greg McDermott. They don't have as much cap space to go and give him, Doug McDermott, yeah. Excuse me, not his father. So the Pacers are most likely out. You're hearing of teams like the Mavericks and stuff who are trying to compile a qualified roster this year to try and win now. So they're interested in going after him. You've heard as well, and I think, again, it all comes down to feeling out the market, and there's patience on both sides, but Smart could play the game of, take the $6 million this year, and then he would be an unrestricted free agent next year. So maybe his camp thinks that the market will be better next year, and so they'll do just that. It all depends.
Look, Marcus Smart gets criticized for his jump shot when he takes his threes and when he takes shots that, fans are like, no. Yeah. And occasionally they go, oh, yeah,
right.
Excellent.
Occasionally is the key word.
Yes, occasional. Yeah. But it's the winning plays that I think would be most missed if Marcus Smart were to leave. And I would make the argument that series with the Cavaliers doesn't go as long as it did without Marcus Smart doing what he did.
Yeah, we're talking about a guy who came back from injury, and his first 5 seconds on the floor, he launches himself into midair and dives for a loose ball. You don't find guys like that all the time. He's a gamer, and those winning plays are key. And don't think other teams don't know that. It's his value on the defensive end especially is known throughout the league, and I think that's going to determine how much money he's going to get ultimately.
He's also an incredibly unique player. Let's not overlook that fact as well. He can do things, defend players much bigger than he is, that other guards his size in the NBA simply can't do.
Right. There's not a lot of guards who can defend guys in the post, and even, he's pretty good on the offensive end in the post, but in terms of defending a big in the post or on the block, you don't find guards like Marcus Smart who can defend very well underneath the hoop, and again, that's skills that teams look for, in a guard, because it's a unique skill set, and he's a winner. So I think, that unique skill set, like you said, is really going to determine how much he ends up getting. Let's
say the Toronto Raptors come in late and offer him 3 years, $21 million. You're Danny Ainge. Do you match?
I'm a huge Marcus Smart fan and supporter, so I say yes, but that's a lot of money, and the Celtics are pressed for space in terms of cap. Sure. They basically have none, so that's a lot of money. I don't know if he would do that. I would, but again, that's why I'm not Danny Ainge.
You think they rescind the offer before he gets made an offer? There's no reason, no motivation for the Celtics to do that either, right?
Right. I don't think so. No motivation.
All right. Does he wind up in Boston in 2018-19?
Yes, I think he does. I think that it comes down to the mutual interest between both sides. A lot of times you'll hear, kind of sparring words in the media between camps, and not even the player, just the people surrounding him, whether it's an agent or what have you. But I think there's that mutual interest there, and I think that's key. And I think he ends up in a Celtics uniform once again.
What happens to Marcus Smart? It seems like we're asking that question every single year, Chris. Right, and summer of 2018 is no different. Follow us at CLNSmedia.com for all of our coverage. Obviously, follow Chris at Celtics blog and CLNS Media. And give us a follow on Twitter at Celtics CLNS. Inside the Celtics' old practice facility here in Waltham, Massachusetts, he's Chris Grenham. I'm Mike Petralia, CLNS Media.